Talking about Matthew is like ripping off a Band-Aid for his mum, Judy Shepard.
There's no such thing as closure, and it just becomes part of your life.
But it's a pain she's willing to bear to make the world safer for people like her son.
And at first they said it looked like a scarecrow had been tied to the fence. Instead, the lifeless, savagely beaten body of 21-year-old Matthew Shepard, a University of Wyoming freshman.
The murder near the town of Laramie shocked America.
My prayers and my condolences to the family of Matthew Shepard.
Eventually, it led to change.
This afternoon, I signed into law the Matthew Shepard and James Byrd Jr. Hate Crimes Prevention Act.
It certainly did enable more prosecutions.
Last week, President Biden presented Ms. Shepard with a Medal of Freedom. Also helping to propel change was a play called The Laramie Project.
I don't think he'll want to talk to you. He has very biblical views about homosexuality.
A theatre company interviewed people in Laramie and edited the conversations into a script.
When you write down exactly how a person talks, just like we're talking today, you go, oh.
As much as it's a work of theatre, it's also an act of journalism.
You can read so much into the pauses or what an or an O means.
It was made into a movie.
You robbed me of something very precious, and I will never forgive you for that.
On Tuesday, Matthew's dad, Dennis, will deliver his original victim impact statement on a Sydney stage as part of an Australian production of the play.
I don't have to put on a disguise or anything. I can just go as me.
To hear the speech that he said in that courtroom, I think holds tremendous power and strength as a human to have gone through that, to have lost a son, but to have made change. It's an honour, and I'm truly grateful to be a part of this.
Sydney's own horrific history of gay hate crimes was recently laid bare during an inquiry which found homophobic police failed to properly investigate the suspicious deaths of gay men.
Well, I think the sadness about the investigation into the hate crimes is that most of the recommendations that were made to the police force have not been implemented.
Police say they're still evaluating the recommendations.
You can find these kinds of stories all across Australia. This isn't just an American story that happened years ago. It can happen at any point on our soil.
As for Judy and Dennis, they're determined to keep Matthew's legacy alive.
I think he would be happy that we took this on.
Yeah, but we didn't give up.
Alexander Lewis, ABC News, Sydney.